What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we have some exciting news. We found out what's gonna be the fusion for Christmas this year. And of course, as soon as I found out, I'm here, guys. I'm here to share it with all of you. I was actually working on a different video related to the Hydra clan boss. What to do on the clan boss, what not to do on the clan boss, what champions to use, what champions are a must, irreplaceable, because they're just a small bunch of champions in the game, and which champions are busted. There are a couple of champions that are really busted, and probably they're gonna get fixed because I think they're going a bit too crazy. But hey, let's jump over to the fusion. We're gonna leave the other video for later on. Hey folks, on Thursday, December the 16th, we're planning to launch a fusion event of a new champion, Tatura Rhymehyde, faction High Elves. Now that sounds bad. Just hear Christmas, High Elves, Pixniel, oof, makes me, gives me goosebumps. Rarity, Legendary, type, Defense, Affinity, Spirit. Is the champion to help you with PvE content, mainly Hydra and Doom Tower. Thanks to A1, which has a decreased accuracy debuff with a 100% chance when booked, he'll allow keeping bosses with only half of their accuracy. This is gonna be huge on the Dreadhorn boss in the Doom Tower. Is gonna be huge on the Hydra as well. With the help of A2, Tatura will protect your team from being debuffed and will also increase your team's defense. Using the A3, he will shield himself and put allies under a perfect veil. Now, that's why I kind of mentioned what I was doing before. Perfect veil, guys. It's such a small handful of champions that can be used in the clan boss. And if you don't have one of those champions in the Hydra clan boss, you're kind of messed up. You won't be having fun. Your champions, they're gonna get destroyed. That fear is gonna be on your team non-stop. So this one right here is gonna be another champion to help all of you guys that are missing on that important buff for the Hydra clan boss. So save your resources, get ready, because you will wanna put your hand on this fusion champion, okay? Now, Tatura's passive skill will allow you to reflect damage back to the attacker, thus helping you to increase the damage inflicted to Hydra. Moreover, damn, I can't read. This skill gives Tatura a chance to place a freeze debuff when attacked, which might be helpful to control the waves. I'm attaching the renders. Now, it's not gonna be great for the freeze in the Hydra, in the Doom Tower on bosses, but it's gonna be good for waves. That's about it. Now, if we're having a quick look at the champion, guys, then we're gonna go at the skills. I'm not sure how to feel about the design, honestly. I'm not a fan whatsoever. Kind of reminds me of that animation with a big dog with big ears, whatever it was called. I can't even remember. Looks so weird. Some stuff like that. It's not my cup of tea anyway. You guys might like it. It's just not my cup of tea. But the skills, guys, okay? The A1 attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance fully booked a set 100 to place a decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. The A2, Wings of Shelter, places a block debuffs buff and a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Now, not booked is on 5-turn cooldowns. I would assume booked is gonna go down to 3-turn cooldown. The A3 attacks all enemies, places a perfect veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also, places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, equal to 20% of the damage inflicted, okay? The same. 5 cooldowns, not booked. Fully booked probably is gonna be 3. The passive, when attacked, reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker. Also has a 30% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Now, Skratch, is this champion God tier? Skratch, is this champion gonna completely change everything on my account? No. Skratch, is this champion gonna help me on the Hydra clan boss? Yes. If you don't have a Duchess, if you don't have an Inquisitor Shamael, if you don't have a Rector Dread, if you don't have a Doom Priest, if you don't have a Tuhanarak, you gotta get it. Even if you have those champions, you still gotta get it because you need 3 teams for Hydra. Now, I'm personally definitely gonna go on for the champion. My account is pretty loaded. I don't really need this champion to do anything crazy. But the decreased accuracy on the A1 is gonna be huge against the Head of Mischief. A lot of you guys are still clueless with the Hydra, and you're like, why is this? Why I'm trying to attack this head and I just cannot hear it. My attack goes to a different head, and you're not aware why, okay? Because he has a 75% chance just to reflect the attack to somebody else, because you don't have hacks on that champion. And not just that, he's gonna steal your buffs. He's gonna attack the champion with the biggest amount of buffs, and he's gonna put them on himself, and then he's gonna spread all those buffs to the entire team. So you want to have decreased accuracy on that champion, because if you don't have decreased accuracy, that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that this right here is going to be the best skill, because it's not AoE. So whenever you're going to try to go with the A1, the probability of getting reflected to a different head with this debuff is going to be 75% chance, as long as you don't have hacks in the team. And honestly, it's pretty hard to bring hacks in the team as well. I've tried many different combos. We have Hex champions, but none of them are making your life easier. Bringing a Hex champion in the team makes you deal less damage, makes you probably survive less as well. So overall, I don't think Hex is going to be as played as we would like it to be. So because of it, I feel like this skill right here, the A1 not being AoE, is a big rip. We're still not going to be able 100% chance to keep that decreased accuracy, but it's going to help you. That means that instead of running 300 resistance, you're going to need 200 resistance, and you're going to be just fine. And if you have maxed the accuracy and the resistance, how I've always told you, those two should be your priorities in the Great Hall: accuracy, resistance, crit damage, and then go freestyle. Do whatever you guys want. But these two are the most important in terms of value. And for whoever didn't, you're gonna feel punished from here on. Now, the A2 block debuffs and increased defense, they both gonna help you a lot. Increased defense is gonna help you with survivability. The Head of Rat is such a big pain. Whenever that head spawns, I'm like, no, my team is gonna get wrecked again almost. He hits very hard, especially on higher difficulties, is just a beast. But having immunity for 2 turns is gonna be sweet. The A3, Perfect Veil, okay? Shamael, Doompriest, to Hanarak are the best 3 champions to run in this team to get rid of the fear, okay? If you don't have any of those 3, Duchess, Rector Dread are the next champions you wanna have on the list. Now, the problem with them is that it's for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown, and I cannot remember Rector's Dread cooldown. But if it's not 3 turns and you still need to be on IHP, which is probably not the biggest problem, you're going to be able to get that done. But it's going to be for 2 turns only, okay? So that means that as soon as that expires, Fear is going to start landing everywhere, and you're going to require different cleansers to come in play and help your team. If no, again, you're going to get feared. I actually tried running Duchess and Brogni together, just the 2 of them. So I have a cleanser and I have Perfect Veil. And honestly, my champions were getting feared so much. That's why Doompriest, Tuhanarak, Shamael are the best champions to go against that. But this one right here can help you guys, okay? So considering that we need 3 teams, it's going to be a pretty good champion to help a lot of you guys that are moving from mid game to end game and they don't have a very developed account, to help you on pushing on the Hydra clan boss, you know. The reflect damage is not going to be huge, so it's not something that, wow, it's gonna be awesome. Now, I don't like the part that this champion is not going to have Perfect Veil on himself either, because he's still going to get feared, you know. But I guess that's kind of like the price you gotta pay for it. So another look at the champion. It's too bluish for me. I know it's kind of like in the winter theme, but I don't know, a lion head with wings, and I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. Those are the skills, guys. Do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the champion? How many of you guys are gonna go for the fusion? Most probably is a classic fusion. We're gonna have a bunch of epic champions with the Lego as well. I'm gonna catch you all in the next one. Much love. Let me know what you think of the fusion, and peace.